If you had told me 5 years ago that I would be running a nonprofit, I would probably have said, what the for? My name is Will Hedrick, and I'm the founder of myCharity. myCharity is an online giving platform helping people make their difference in the world. Users go online, pick and choose the causes that they care about, donate monthly, and then we follow up allowing donors to track their donations like a package, and we even follow up with a final impact report proving down to the penny the exact impact that your donation has made. I grew up right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina in a small town, and I've always been really close with my family. In high school, my brother and I started our first company building custom furniture out of our parents' garage. My brother is a home builder now and general contractor, and clearly I was using him for his skill set. We had been building things for a long time, but we just decided to put a price tag on it. We ran that for about 2 years, and it was a lot of fun, but it became inconvenient once he had gone to college, once I had gone to college, to come back and be building things, taking orders, keeping up with it. So after a little bit of time, about 2 years, we shut that down, and I moved on to the next thing. Now, for some unknown reason, 18-year-olds can get their real estate license. So when I was a freshman in college, I sat down, took the course, and got my license. In this completely open-style kitchen, I did this because it was an easy introduction to entrepreneurship. Again, similar to furniture, the barrier was low, the cost of entry to get started was low, and the upside is fantastic.
Over 4,900 square feet.
Fast forward 4 years, I sold real estate the entire time that I was in college. I would wake up super early, do a little bit of work before I went to class at 7:50. I'd go to class until around 10 o'clock. I'd hit the road, go show houses until dinner time, do some homework, crash, and repeat. And so I did this for 4 years, and eventually I had sold some of the most expensive homes in the state. I had started a real estate firm. Like my trajectory was at a peak, especially for a 21 or 22-year-old. But the biggest problem with all of this was the fulfillment aspect. It was awesome to be doing that and to be making a lot of money again at that young age, but it didn't do anything for me. I am not the kind of person to just go and buy a new car, care about what I'm wearing or things like that. I need to be working on something that is fulfilling and something that is important. And so as soon as I graduated, I quit my job within real estate and restarted. So instead of having a successful operating career as a new college graduate, I decided to turn that upside down and restart. And I quit with no plan. I knew I did not want to be in real estate anymore, but I didn't know what I was going to do. And I'm not a career advisor, but I would probably say to think about that before you quit your job, just as a hint. And so during this entire time of real estate and in college, I had this small idea of starting a nonprofit. It was something that I could do on the side, but not something that would be all-encompassing and take my life over. But as soon as I quit, and as soon as I started to do that little bit of digging, the idea of starting a nonprofit became more and more interesting to me. I began doing all of this research. These numbers just kept popping out at me. Netflix makes $32 billion a year. It would cost $31 billion to solve the global water crisis, which I would argue would be the greatest humanitarian achievement that we could do in history. And 42% of people don't donate because they don't believe they have enough money to make a difference. And that equation, that's wrong. And so once I put this equation together, once I started having a ton of conversations of what people hated about nonprofits, you can start to put these components together and it starts to make sense. And so that brings us to where we are today. What I get excited about is seeing the amount of impact that we have made in just our first few months, in just our first year. We do not have the biggest team in the world. We do not have the best tech in the world. We do not have a studio. This is why there has only been one shot for this. But what I think is amazing is we don't need to. All we need is you. All we need are people willing to make a difference in the world and people that want to make a difference in the world. This platform is ready to go. And where I get excited is that I have the luxury of sitting behind my computer and seeing all of the difference and all of the impact every single one of our donors has made. Whether it's a 12-year-old that has just signed up to donate $10 a month and he's about to plant 66 trees with that first $10, or whether it's someone that has been donating $100 a month this entire time that we've been around and has funded a variety of projects. I get to sit back and see, and I get to pick up the phone and call them and say, look at what you've done. And I get to hear them freak out. I get to see how excited they are to be making a difference in the world. And so I invite you. I think that we are lucky to be having this conversation, to be joining at such an early stage, because who we were a year ago is not even close to who we are today. Who we will be in 6 months, who we will be in 6 years is going to be completely different. I truly believe that this platform and what we are doing is going to change the world unlike any other. Come join us. Donate whatever you can a month, whether it's $10, whether it's $100. Our goal and our hope is to inspire and to empower you to see that no matter what it is that you're donating monthly, that you can make a difference, and we'll prove it to you. So, come change the world with myCharity. Go online, pick the causes that you care about. From there, we will take 100% of your donations directly to the field and then prove the impact right to you.